Welcome to the News Hour. Tonight, President Trump is returning to Washington after a summit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. The president announced China would buy hundreds of Boeing jets, and Beijing confirmed the two sides would launch a board of trade and investment. But beyond that, there are few specifics. Nick Schifrin reports on the pageantry and the policy from Beijing.
Today in Beijing, Xi Jinping brought President Trump into the Communist Party's inner sanctum.
They live there.
The president showed admiration for the grounds and his guide.
I like it. I can get used to it.
And a summit the president proclaimed would produce deals instead ended with few details, even fewer Chinese concessions, and an apparent U.S. endorsement for what Xi Jinping called a new era of constructive strategic stability.
President Xi's an incredible guy.
But flying back on Air Force One, President Trump admitted that Xi pushed him on the single most contentious issue, U.S. arms sales and support for Taiwan.
On Taiwan, he does not want to see a fight for independence because that would be a very strong confrontation.
That an apparent reference to China's demand the U.S. change diplomatic language from "we don't support independence for Taiwan" to "we oppose independence for Taiwan," a change to which the president did not commit.
I didn't make a comment on it. I heard him out.
But President Trump also did not commit to approving $14 billion worth of arms sales to Taiwan that are already teed up.
Going to see. I have to speak to the person that right now, as you know who he is, that's running Taiwan.
China's leverage over the U.S. increased dramatically last year when, in response to U.S. tariffs, it withheld rare earth magnets that the U.S. and the world need for everything from electric vehicles to fighter jets.
China decided, well, enough is enough. You can never satisfy him by making concessions.
Wu Xinbo directs the Center for American Studies at Fudan University in Shanghai. He says China learned during the first Trump administration appeasement does not work.
We need to fight back. You have leverage. I also have my leverage, which may be more powerful.
And as Beijing has acknowledged its own power and leverage, does that coincide with the belief that Beijing has that the United States is diminishing power?
In the past, maybe we look upon the U.S. like this, oh, such a powerful country. Today, maybe just like, you and I, we look at each other even. And from time to time, we think, okay, we are ahead of the United States in many regards already.
And he says Xi's most serious message was about Taiwan.
If you do not accommodate my concern on Taiwan issue, you are not going to have a real strategic stability. If you are going to sell weapons to Taiwan again, can you expect to get President Xi to visit Washington in September?
So you think that if that arms sale goes through, there will be no visit?
Very difficult.
Beyond all the politics of this summit, we spoke to young Chinese here, and they say they value the leadership dialogue because they would like to see improved people-to-people connections and increased access to each other's societies. Jiming Chen is a Beijing-based TikTok influencer who posts online car reviews from all around the world. So he gave me a ride in a brand new Chinese electric Xpeng P7.
Okay, auto drive.
Auto drive?
Yeah, auto drive. You can feel many interesting functions in this car.
So I'm feeling massage right now.
Yeah.
Feels pretty nice.
Yeah.
China is the world's EV leader. Today, 60% of all new Chinese car sales are electric.
You can use this.
Now I can watch Trump and
Yeah.
What would you like to see come out of the Xi Jinping meeting with President Trump?
I think maybe someday we can drive our Chinese car, like EV or some hybrid car, to the U.S.
And so there are some lawmakers who want to ban Chinese EVs from the United States. What do you say to them?
I think they haven't experienced how good Chinese electric cars are.
How's business?
It's quite good.
Yang Sheng is an AI entrepreneur who's also been an actor and a video game maker.
We want more and more conversation because conversation makes people understand each other, can make the market bigger.
He says a high-level summit where two leaders both embrace, quote, strategic stability is exactly what young Chinese entrepreneurs want.
As a startup, also a businessman, we want stability.
Stability.
Yes, stability.
That's what the leaders pledged. But after years of rivalry, rapprochement could prove easier said than done. For the PBS News Hour, I'm Nick Schifrin in Beijing.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.